Guys, so lesson for today. Great treats get great results. So super important to consider the fact that we want to be able to train our puppy, have them be as enthusiastic as possible, and we want to do it in the fastest, most efficient way. That means using really desirable rewards for your dog. Rewards will also include toys, things like that that they like to do your voice, petting, but food rewards are really our number one go-to. I also like to tell people that having you don't need to go out to the store and purchase really expensive dog treats. I prefer, if I can, to use human grade type food. So I had leftover chicken that I made a couple nights ago, and I cut up. Sometimes I even make a little bit of extras, but I cut up a few different chicken breasts, and I'm using that. I also had a few pieces of bacon that I mixed in there. So really, really delicious. You can see how attentive Charlie is right now. The other thing we want to talk about is size, okay? So I'm rewarding the dog a ton during the day, but we're talking about using really tiny, I mean like almost I can put in their mouth and they disintegrate. They're not having to chew for long periods of time. In fact, that really holds us up in training. So I want to make sure I'm delivering pieces of treats that are literally like minuscule. Okay, let's go over here. Yes. Now, even when we're using treats, we want to make sure that our treats aren't necessarily out and visible all the time. We want to make sure that the dog knows we're rewarding them, but we're not using them as a bribe and having them become distracting to us. So speaking of distracting, here comes my kitty. See how that plays into this. So number one thing that we work on right now is what we call name game. Okay, so name game is one of our foundation games, and name game is all about teaching your puppy not so much that what their name is, although with a young puppy that's certainly part of it, but that when we say their name, no matter what's going on in their environment, what's happening in their world, we are going to offer them something better for stopping that and paying attention to us. Okay, so when we're working, again, I'm going to have treats nearby, but they might be hidden behind my back. They're not going to be out in front. And I'm going to see what happens if I say that puppy's name and do they give me any kind of eye contact, okay? Charlie, yes, good. So I'm not sure if you could see that. We'll try again. So I wait till the puppy's not looking at me. Charlie, yes. And then as soon as that puppy acknowledges me, gives me eye contact, I'm going to use the word yes. That's called a marker word. We'll talk about that at another time. And then reward the puppy. Charlie, yes, good job. Very nice. So I don't get that treat out until the puppy is right close enough to me that I could touch them if I needed to. Right? He's super tired. He's been playing for already an hour and a half this morning. Charlie, yes, good job. Very nice. Good job. Here you go. I'm going to try to get him down here so maybe he's in a better place for us to see. Here we go. Let's go. Put that down there. Yeah. Charlie. Yes. Good. So the only thing you can do wrong with name game is that you are not allowed to repeat that puppy's name. Charlie. Yes. Good. So let's say the distraction was super high. Why don't you want to stay down here? Come here. Come on. Down here. Charlie. Yes. Good. Good. So if the distraction level were really high and I were to say the puppy's name and they didn't look at me, I would need to figure out a way to make it easier so that puppy could be successful. Okay? I'm gonna just come down and kneel right here and see if we can get a better vantage point. Charlie? Yes. Good. We want to make this as easy as possible. We want to shoot for a really high success rate. That's super important in our training. Charlie? Yes. Very good. We also want to do about 10 repetitions in a row. We want to try to get lots of repetition in. Hi, what's up? And then we take a little break. So if the puppy's super amped up, we take a break with toys for maybe 10 or 20 seconds. And then we try to get another 5 to 10 repetitions in at that point. Okay? Ready? Over here. Good job. So I wait until the puppy lifts its head. I don't reward while he's staring at my hands. Charlie. Yes. Very good. Very nice. Good job. Charlie. Yes. Very nice. Distract a little bit if he's staring at me. Charlie. Yes. Good job. There we go. So how do we teach touch? Basically, the concept is that we want to teach a dog to either touch 2 fingers or the palm of our hand. I'm going to start with the 2-finger touch game today, and really, a lot of times I won't even use a verbal cue. I won't even say the word touch until I get the dog to be really good at the behavior, and then I will add the word later. So for right now, what I'm doing is I'm just starting off, and I'm going to get the puppy kind of try to get him excited about working a little bit. What is this? What is this? What is this? I watch his body language. What is that? Yeah. And then get my treat ready again, not out in front. Yes, good job. Maybe do just a little name game to start off with. Charlie? Yes, good job. What is this? Charlie? Yes, good. Always making sure he lifts his head and looks at me before I use that marker word. Yes. Charlie? Yes. Very good. That was a nice one. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 fingers out. Yes. Right in front. Really easy. So he is not going to fail. Out of curiosity, most dogs will come touch their nose to my 2 fingers. Okay? Touch. Okay, so you can see what happened even when I moved it 6 inches away. No interest in making any kind of movement towards it. That's very normal. So again, really easy. I'm going to put those fingers out. If he doesn't move towards them, I'm going to put them away. I'm going to start again. Yes. Okay. Want to make it as easy as possible. Really high success rate. Yes. Good job. Yes. Yes. That was good because he got up out of a sit. Sometimes when they put themselves in a sit, they don't want to move. If he doesn't touch the fingers and just sniffs, I'm going to put it away. I'm going to start again. Yes, good job. So we practiced this a few minutes earlier before I started videotaping. So I'm going to start to add the word right before I go ahead and show him the 2 fingers. We call that say it, show it, pay it. Say what we want, take a little bit of a pause, then show the dog what the behavior is, and then pay for it is by giving him his treat. Ready? Touch. Okay, so he doesn't do it. Touch. He's looking at me. He doesn't know what to do. He's super confused. So we're just going to, again, try to make it a little bit easier. I'm going to move the fingers closer to him this time. Charlie. Yes. Or maybe do a name game. Get him interested again. Focus. Touch. Yes. Touch. Yes. Very good. Touch. Yes. Excellent. Good job. Very good. So I would probably do that 5 to 10 times in a row. Again, break it up with a little game, have him chase me around the deck for a second, and then come back and do maybe 5 or 10 more. Any time we're doing stuff, we want to spend just a few minutes every day on 1 or 2 behaviors, not more than that, but if we could do it multiple times during the day, it would be awesome. All right, so touch, name game, those are the 2 things that you guys could be doing over the next couple days. All right, good job.